The White House isn't the place to learn how to deal with international crisis, the balance of power, war and peace, and the economic future of the next generation. For any young democracy, the most difficult but important step is burying the legacy of tyranny and establishing an economy and a government and institutions that abide by the rule of law. Every country faces challenges to the rule of law, including my own. I consider myself to be as informed on American foreign policy as anyone in America. You're looking at a middle-class guy. I am who I am. Every Republican's voted for it. Look at what they value and look at their budget and what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules, unchain Wall Street. They're gonna put y'all back in chains. I'm not big on flak jackets and tie-dyed shirts. You know, that's not me. The Chinese have figured out that they have a giant environmental problem. Folks in Beijing, some days, literally can't breathe. Over 1 million Chinese die prematurely every year because of air pollution. Our future cannot depend on the government alone. The ultimate solutions lie in the attitudes and the actions of the American people. Corruption is just another form of tyranny. We didn't crumble after September 11th. We didn't falter after the Boston Marathon. But we're America. Americans will never, ever stand down. We endure. We overcome. We own the finish line. Let's just be smart this time. I'm looking for smart. In the good old days when I was a senator, I was my own man. Innovation can only occur where you can breathe free. You want to know whether we're better off? I've got a little bumper sticker for you. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive. We are America, second to none, and we own the finish line. Don't forget it. My father used to have an expression. He'd say, Joey, a job is about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. It's about your place in your community. No fundamental social change occurs merely because government acts. It's because civil society, the conscience of a country, begins to rise up and demand change. Give it a fair shot. Give it a fair chance. Americans have never, ever let their country down. Never. Never. Ordinary people like us, who do extraordinary things. In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking. For too long in this society, we have celebrated unrestrained individualism over common community.